They were in Knoxville this weekend, so I brought up the Vols attire.
I hate to break this to you, buddy, but that's the
I
wrong Knox.
ah okay, okay, all right. Well, my bad. Uh they are going to Nashville this weekend for NASCAR. So
NASCAR.
mhm.
Yeah, we already had that as a playoff matchup. The car part of that one. So
Yeah, well, um, yeah. This is a Big Motor Small Blade podcast. I'm Buddy Pulley. He is Seth Dolby. No, you don't get to introduce yourself. Um,
I don't like saying my own name, so that works.
yeah, cool. It was an off weekend. Like I stated last week, I hate off weekends. Um, didn't really, didn't really. I mean, there wasn't much going on. There was literally a truck race. And that was about it. There's a lot of other news that happened, but not much racing to watch. I was a little bit, and the little bit of racing that there was to watch was on at the same time as each other.
Yeah, I completely forgot SRX was on. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you were on. For once, you watched the truck race, and I didn't.
Yeah, I mean that's a technicality. I was switching back and forth between the absolute beatdown that the Colorado Avalanche were putting on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and that. But yeah, because I kept going back. I'm like, let me guess, they scored again, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. Seth watched the truck race, ironically at my house, and I was with a lady friend and did not watch it. So,
Yep.
from what I heard from you and our lovely friends at Twitter, it was kind of a shit show for the second year in a row. But a lot of that was on Fox.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as last year, but yeah, Fox dropped the ball.
Yeah. So Seth, you're a resident expert on the Knoxville truck race.
Okay.
My resident expert. I mean, you watched it and I didn't. So, what happened? What went on?
So Carson Hocevar pulled a Carson Hocevar, and
so he didn't win the norm.
He didn't win. He was running well. I'll be honest, it's been a few days. I've kind of forgotten about this race. I don't remember what happened to him.
It's kind of like you ever watch Jeremy Johnson's movie reviews?
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of the ones where it's like, yeah, you'll forget this movie in T-5 minutes. Yeah.
Yep. This race was a good alcohol. This race was a good time. Alcohol required.
Yeah. 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 I mean, from what I saw, it wasn't what Todd Gilliland won.
Yeah.
I saw he won, and I was like, yeah, he's not a truck rider, right? It took me a minute.
I have to think about it a little bit with Todd. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, the main thing was like Fox was just terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I didn't know that Jessica Friesen flipped.
No one did.
The next day, and Buddy's like, Jessica Friesen flipped. I'm like,
no, she didn't.
No, she fucking didn't. She got stuck on the berm. What are you talking about?
Yeah, by the way, the berm. That's a thing, Seth.
Okay, buddy. Jesus Christ.
A thing? Yeah, that's a thing, right? Yeah. All right.
Don't go down this road. I've warned you before.
Everybody go watch the World of Outlaws World Finals episode where Seth watch the safari where Seth tries to deny that the berm is a thing when Buddy's trying to give an education lesson. Turns out I was right.
Buddy just says the berm, and I go, the what? And you're like,
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Turns out I did.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Turns out you knew a term.
I've been waiting for this damn Knoxville truck race just so I could roast you on that. But yeah. Jessica Friesen flipped, and we didn't know about it. And Fox denied it. Denied that it happened.
See, I didn't hear that part. Like I said, I wasn't listening to it too much. So they said that she did not flip verbatim.
I don't know that they said that she didn't flip, but they apparently went out of their way to be like, yeah, it was like. So I don't know. Brett Moffitt apparently went for a joyride too on the front stretch. Didn't catch that. It sounds like me not watching the race. I caught as much of the race as everybody else did, so I don't feel bad.
Pretty much. I mean,
I made the right choice.
Fox's broadcast was so abysmal that I feel like you were at a detriment actually watching it to actually figure out what was going on in the race.
Yeah, which par for the course. Thank God I feel bad for people who like truck racing, but thank God they're not covering Cup and Xfinity the rest of the year.
Yeah, no, Fox needs a major overhaul.
We were gonna do Truck Night in America, but I mean, you couldn't. What you couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't talk about it. I mean, you didn't know what happened in the race because no one else knew what happened. Fox didn't know what happened.
Fox didn't care what happened. That was the problem.
No, Fox didn't care what happened.
Like, I don't even know why Fox signs on for all the truck races if they don't give a shit. I don't really get that one.
Can't wait for this new TV deal. It's bound to be better than what we have, right?
At least initially.
Yeah. So congrats to Todd Gillen. Does he have dirt experience? I have no clue.
I have no idea.
He got truck experience.
He does have truck experience.
Who won the Knoxville race last year?
Fuck. I don't know.
Oh, Austin Hill. That's who won it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God. They need to not go back to Knoxville.
Knoxville's
not. It's
trucks.
Not good.
It's like they look so damn slow.
It does not, and it doesn't. Yeah, and not only that, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look right. Like Eldora looked great. Like it was sold like, okay, trucks belong here. It just looks weird. Trucks being at Knoxville, they 100% should not go back to this.
Yeah. I don't.
Big
fan of not going back to Knoxville.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like Roger Penske wants, only Indy cars on the oval. We need to not have trucks at Knoxville. We need to leave it to sprint cars.
Yeah.
But coming out of that truck team that made some waves, apparently Nice is looking to go to Cup.
That's
with Carson Hocevar. Okay. I mean,
Carson seems like a great dude. This could possibly be the worst thing that would happen to his career. Jumping to Cup right away. He's shown he's very good, but like
from what it sounded like, it didn't seem like it was like full time. From what it sounded like, it was like partial. But the man's like, no denying he's got talent. Yeah, he's what, 19? Yeah, no denying he's got talent. But really, this is only his second year where he's been competitive. I mean, I can't remember. He ran a little bit in 20. And he still hasn't won a race yet. Like, I mean, they are having a ball outside my apartment right now. I don't want to hear.
Must be like the owls outside my house.
Who?
The owls.
Oh, okay. Buddy laughs at his own joke. Anyway, Carson Hocevar. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who this is. This is reminding me of somebody, and I can't remember who it's reminding me of. That
got jumped up too quickly.
Yeah, Daniel Hemrick's a good example.
There's a lot
worked
of
out for him. But yeah, besides the point, it's interesting that they want to go to Cup. They said Xfinity just doesn't make sense for them.
I don't even know if I understand why that would be. Xfinity is a great package right now. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be part of that. Maybe it's just financial. I
can't remember. I didn't read too much into it. I think it was kind of throughout all the other clusterfuck that was this weekend. I think what it was is they felt like it was just an unnecessary step. They felt like they had the funds and the plausible reasoning to just make the jump. Like I said, what it sounded like is they were going to try to go part-time. Which, more power to them. If they can do it. But I hope it would be part-time. And I hope that they don't just throw Carson in there, full bore. Like, here you go, kid. Here's a Cup ride. Go make do with what you got. But I don't know. Carson, I mean, there's no denying Carson's talent. Like I said, he's going to win once he wins, I think he's going to win a lot. But man's got to win. You got to learn how to win, and he hasn't learned how to do it yet. So
I mean, if they were willing to play the long game, and they just said, you know what, screw it, we're just going to go ahead and put Carson in there and let him grow into it, it could work. Probably still not a great move.
Seems like they put all their chips in Carson Osbar. That's their franchise driver, so maybe that's the plan there. But we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah. A next gen tire was spotted in their shop. Ooh, developmental. Yeah, Sherlock homeboy over here. Noticed that.
I think
via Twitter. Yeah, did a lot of digging for that one. I noticed it in the corner of the shop.
Placed there intentionally.
Yes.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. Yeah. Anyway, next topic. We got tire test at Martinsville coming in August, but big boy plays with the dirt underbody that they ran at Bristol Dirt, obviously dirt underbody, with no diffuser. Big wins for the short track fans across the country.
But if we're still shifting, it's not going to make much difference.
True.
Yep.
True. Hopefully they'll figure out that package. I think that, like Denny Hamlin said on Dale Jr. Down, that's more of an OEM thing. So we'll have to go from that. But maybe this will help us. Hopefully it'll help us. At least the guys could get to each other. I think a tire test in August will be the best. It'll really show, like, okay, does this make a difference? Because, I mean, there were so many things going against that spring Martinsville race. But there's also been other tracks where you could definitely tell the diffuser was hindering the performance of the, cars and how they could pass. Sonoma was a good example. So I think I'm interested to see what happens, see what the driver feedback is from that, and see if it's an option moving forward. Hopefully they do it.
How many cars did they bring in there? Did they say?
I didn't look that far into it. I saw it like literally right as we were getting on here. So I would hope it would be more than 4, which is what they normally bring to a tire test. But I would imagine a couple more than that. That way they can get a good feel for how traffic is with the underbody. But yeah, shifting is still going to be an issue, but maybe it'll help. Yeah.
I mean, it'll definitely help. But who knows? We could go to Martinsville and it could be cold as all balls again. So might not help, but
there's a God, please.
Having no diffuser and if we get rid of the shifting, that, like, because we had cold Martinsville races before and we've been fine, but
yeah,
I don't know, blaming everything. Yeah, obviously it didn't help that the track could not take any rubber in it. Like, there weren't even marbles, really.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It was the perfect storm for a terrible race. It was the perfect storm. Like, it was cold. It was a brand new car, so they brought a tire that was hard as a rock. You had this rear diffuser on there that couldn't allow the guys to get to each other. They were shifting. I mean, that's 5 things off the top of my hand. Chase Elliott was on the pole. That's another problem. It was snowing 5 minutes before the race started. Sleeting, whatever, same thing.
They're different.
Ice was coming from the sky. I was in a tie when we got to the racetrack. I mean, that's 8 things right off the top of my head, and I ain't even that smart. So, yeah.
I don't know.
And I got my blazers dirty.
I don't know what you being in a tie has to do with anything, but
I shouldn't be in a damn tie at a racetrack.
Well, you should have changed before you got there. That's your fault.
I didn't have time.
You had time to change when you got there.
I want to get to the track, man. Excuse me. Next thing up, Helio Castroneves won the XRX opener. You would have known if you would have watched, Seth. He won at Five Flags Speedway. And apparently it was promised to him by the CEO of SRX that if he won the race, that he would get him a Daytona 500 ride. What the fuck? Helio
Castroneves to the Daytona 500.
Allegedly, yeah. Apparently there was a whole thing. He was like a late entry or some shit. And he apparently what it was is he assumed he was racing because he thinks he's the greatest thing ever. And
Helio Castroneves. What do you mean I'm not racing tonight?
Yeah, exactly. I have a gripe with Helio, and I'm gonna take this as him being a pompous prick, and just assume he was entitled to race in SRX. Roast me in the comments, I'd welcome it.
He won, so
yeah, exactly. And then he won and just made me look like a jackass. So and now he's gonna race the Daytona 500 and probably win because fuck me.
Well, like I told Buddy, if we're supposed to be at the Daytona 500 next year, so if Helio wins, then that means I will see Helio win his fourth Indy 500,
Third.
And then I said allegedly, and then go on and win the Daytona 500. So I think that's pretty cool. I can't remember.
It'd be cool if it was anybody but Helio.
Yeah. I'll just take what I can get for like major motorsports accomplishments.
Nah, I'm good.
No.
I'd rather not. But no, in all seriousness, bias aside, it would be huge if Helio ran the Daytona 500. It would be absolutely huge. And I think all of a sudden we're seeing these guys from everywhere. Helio's going to run the 500. Obviously, we got Kimi Räikkönen running Watkins Glen. Jimmy Johnson wants to do the double.
Jacques Villeneuve ran the Daytona 500.
Well, I wouldn't even talk about that. I was more talking about, look at that. That's three big things. I would imagine Helio's going to run the 91, the Project 91 Trackhouse car. That has to be it.
Yeah, that would add up.
Like, that would add up too much. These are just nothing. Just Justin Marks keeps on winning. But yeah, I would imagine that would be the car he runs, which would be a great car. He'd have a hell of a shot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'd like to see what he could do, man. I think he'd have a good time. I'd like to see him try the double. I'd like to see anyone run the double. Here, I'll put it like this. I'd like to see someone from that discipline with that those accolades run a cup race. Maybe not Helio Castroneves, but it's what we get. So yeah,
I can go down a list of IndyCar drivers I want to see run in NASCAR. Not even just the double, just I'd love to see him give it a go. Will Power, I think, would be cool. Newgarden, that'd be fun.
He's always wanted to do the Bristol night race, so
yeah, I think he should. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it'll be
Scott
huge.
Dixon.
Dixon will never do it.
I know it. I'd love to see it. Love to see it.
But yeah, Helio, if he runs the Daytona 500, like I said, it'll be huge. It'll be great for the sport, both IndyCar and NASCAR, just motorsports in general would be a big deal. And I think we'll get a real idea of how that third Trackhouse car does at Watkins Glen. Obviously Daytona is a totally different animal, but if he really does run the 500 and he's able to get himself, hopefully we'll have more practice next year, get himself some track time, I would imagine that car is going to be good. So it'll be interesting. I
think a race like the Daytona 500 is something that Helio could pick up pretty quickly and be pretty good in too.
Yeah. He won people we're sitting here talking about it. Okay, can he perform well? He won the Indy 500 in his first two tries. So,
allegedly.
Can't be that hard. Shit.
Scott Dixon. Can't be that hard.
Yeah. So if Helio's running the Daytona, we are living in a world where Helio Castroneves could potentially be running the Daytona 500, driving for Mr. Worldwide himself. What is this?
I'm no longer shocked by anything.
No, dude, it is. Oh, by the way, Pitbull was in our state today. He was in Charlotte at the why didn't we go up there? I don't know.
I mean, it's not like we knew he was going to be there or anything. But.
No, but I have some inside help over there and at Tea House. So
yeah, who? Daniel?
I
don't think Daniel counts.
I could have called him in the parking lot. Hey, buddy, what's up? Come meet my friend Pitbull. Yeah, SRX. That's raging on. I forgot that who was all running in that. Ryan Newman's in it. Ryan Hunter-Reay's in it.
Tony Stewart.
Wow. Never would have guessed that Tony Stewart's racing in his own series. Holy shit.
You can't put nothing by me.
God damn it. So now that we got all that all that him hauling out of the way, let's get to the big thing. I can't wait. So I've been advocating for this. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration, and we finally probably are getting a Chicago street race. Everyone is hating me right now, but it's okay. I am super excited about this for 100% selfish reasons, and you can lick my nuts like Rachel Ray. I am super excited that this is probably going to happen. Adam Stern put out that they are getting close to announcing it. We've been saying we wanted a street course, and here I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent real quick. So when this was first mentioned a couple of years ago, everybody was like 100% on board. They're like, "Fuck yeah, we're going back to Chicago, the Chicago market. We're getting a street course, and it's another road course. Awesome, it's amazing. Everybody's happy about it." As soon as it comes out that it could potentially replace Road America, everyone's like, "Oh, I was against it from the start. This is stupid. NASCAR is absolutely crazy, and they're completely stupid for thinking this will work." And they're just all these bullshit arguments that these people are making. Here's the thing. Everyone knew that when this happened, it was going to take a road course off the schedule. Everyone knew. Everybody's like, "Why don't you take Texas away?" That's not how that works. You guys go get a business degree and you'll figure it out. I don't even have a business degree. I never even went to college. I barely graduated high school, but God damn it, I even know that that's not plausible. They're going to take a road course array. And when you have, it's in the market of Road America already. It's a state over. And there's also challenges with Road America. Dale Jr. pointed them out and Dale Jr. downloaded. I'm going to piggyback off that. Caution laps there are ridiculous. Like there's that, and there's other logistical things that just don't add up for Road America. Not saying it's a bad track, not saying we shouldn't go there, but when you've already had this in the works and want to try something new, which everyone's been on board with NASCAR doing, until you can't have everything. That's what this boils down to. Everybody wants everything, and you can't have everything. You're gonna have to give up something. And if it's Road America, I'm sorry. Bye. Like, I love Road America is great. Super excited that it got a cup date. But goddamn, that scared the shit out of me. That was my phone. I don't know. That scared my thoughts away. God, let me gather them back up. Seth, you go ahead and talk.
All right. So here's the only issues. I do love street horse racing. Yeah, I'm not happy about Road America being off.
Cool.
Like,
what else are we take off?
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I'm not happy about Road America being taken off. The caution laps problem is a NASCAR made problem. That stage breaks, competition yellows.
Okay,
throwing
stage
a yellow
breaks for sure.
Throwing a yellow when there's fucking 2 minutes, not quite, but like a minute and a half in between when the cars are gonna leave and then come back again. throwing yellows for
That's
things
fair.
you could,
Okay,
you could
never mind.
fix. These
Forget I
are
said anything. Go ahead.
Road America's issues are all NASCAR problems. They're all NASCAR problems. So there's that. You could easily fix the issues you had at Road America by just changing a little bit of the process.
Fair.
I do love street course racing, but if it's the street course that iRacing put together, it kind of sucks. It's not a great street course.
I don't know that it's. I think there were some logistical problems with that, and I think they know that, and I don't think it's gonna be that. Now, that they definitely could prove me wrong, but
yeah, I mean, we don't know officially what it's going to be.
Exactly.
If it's that one sucks. That's going to be disappointing. Like I know Chicagoland wasn't exactly in Chicago, but it's in the greater area, and it was a great track, and we just got rid of it for basically nothing. We could have brought in a street course race somewhere else it's already been proven too. St. Petersburg would probably work in some form or capacity. You could almost tag that along to the IndyCar event.
Here's the thing. For how many years did we bitch and moan and complain about mile-and-a-half racing? Better part of 10 years. Basically since we had the mile-and-a-half boom back in the early 2000s. How many people were being like, we need more road courses. We need more road courses. And then NASCAR mentioned, hey, we're exploring a street course, and everybody was for it. Now we get less mile-and-a-halves, more road courses, and a street race, and it's a fucking problem. It's always a problem. No one is ever happy in this sport. None of these fans are ever fucking happy.
I mean, I agree with you. It drives
me up the. I know I'm not. I know that's not your point,
but yeah.
Yeah, it just drives me up the damn wall. Like I'm biased towards. I want a Chicago street race because I want to go to it. I lived in that area. I think I wanted a race there again for a while. No, like Chicagoland's a great track. Road America is a great track. Both great options for cup dates. But don't sit there and feed me this bullshit about how, everybody in the world has just been against this from the start, they claim. Yeah, and it's like, this is what NASCAR is literally giving us what you asked for. This is literally what we all asked for, and you can't be happy with it. Like, give it, everybody's so quick to write it off before it happens. What happens when they do it and it's a fucking banger? We forget Road America even existed, and everybody's like, oh, well, I thought this was a great idea from the start. It's like just never-ending cycle of just complete idiocracy and like just unsatisfaction.
Well, I mean, that's the way the Roval was. I don't know for what it's worth, I don't really remember what like public opinion was of the Roval.
It was not good.
Before we started testing, or when they like basically announced it.
I thought it was the dumbest idea ever. And after that, I was like, never mind. I'm not having an opinion on anything until.
I mean, I feel like I'm
not writing anything off until it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been pretty consistent in my life. I was so fucking excited when they announced the Roval. You don't even know, man. Like, I was so unbelievably excited to get to watch a road course race where I could sit high enough up that I could see everything. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing ever. And luckily enough, it worked out. Now, when they started testing, I got a little concerned, but it ended up being a great race. It's been a great race ever since we've had it. And like I said, I'm obviously willing to give this a shot. And it's not like I'm going to, even if it's like a dud the first year we have it, I'm not going to be sitting there the whole time going, oh, we should have had Road America. Yeah. Like, I'm not that attached to Road America.
Here's the thing. What else are we going to get rid of? You can't say Texas because that's not how that works. What other track are we going to get rid of? It can't be Coda because that's an SMI date. It can't be Sonoma because that's an SMI date. We got to get rid of Watkins Glen, Road America. Fuck, where else did we go?
Those are the only two other
Yeah,
natural
Indianapolis. We're not going to leave there. We made a great suggestion.
We made a great suggestion was exactly what you said, what we had already said, which was get rid of Texas, make the Indy back to the oval, and then add your street race.
Yeah, that doesn't that's in a perfect world where business.
Now, what we could do
align, but that doesn't actually work.
We could get rid of one of the Atlanta races, make that the all-star race. So as far as the points calendar goes, we could get rid of one of the Atlanta races and then put your street course race there. You could do that. No, you can't do that because that's still adding a road course. I never had a problem with 7 road courses. Last year, the only problem I had with... Well, apparently everybody else does now, Seth, so we got to get rid of one. What road course are we getting rid of? Coda. Why? We've had 2. Well, okay. We had one good race. Yeah, I forgot last year was an absolute shit show. We had one good race. Only had one shot at a good race. Which one was better? Which one was better? Coda or Road America? Coda this year, Road America. I feel like Coda, we can give that one a dud, or give that one a bye for last year. Ultimately, when everything levels back out, I think Road America. Not when everything levels back out. What was better, Coda or Road America? Coda. We all know it. You all know it. Everybody in the comments that don't comment that are thinking in their head, oh, Road America could taste one. No. Or just Road America because you want Road America. You're wrong. I need to go back and rewatch Coda. I think you have a idealized. I thought it was a good race. I thought Road America was a dud. Okay, I didn't think it was a dud, but I didn't think it was as good as everyone thought it was gonna be. And Road America is a great track. It produces a solid race every time, but it's never producing what we saw at some of these other road courses. Like Coda was a great example. We're not leaving Watkins Glen. It's just not happening. You can fucking forget it. No, I don't want us to. Yeah. Sonoma would have been my suggestion to get rid of, but that doesn't really. If NASCAR gets rid of Sonoma, I riot. That would be a stupid riot. I don't care. It was the only option. I guess for what it's worth, I'm the wrong guy to ask because I like the only problem I had with our schedule last year is that we did Watkins Glen and Indy back to back. That was the only thing I didn't like about it. Here's the thing. I'm fine with 7 road courses too, but I still want to find a way to fit Daytona road course back in and get rid of the oval race in the fall. I would love that too. But we want all these, we want dirt races and then we get one and we bitch about it. And then we want all these road courses and we get one and get a bunch and we bitch about it. So, clearly we have to make everyone happy because that's how it works. And no matter what, we're not going to make anyone happy. So yeah. Shut up, watch the race and have a good time. We'll see you at Chicago next year. And I'll be drinking a Coca-Cola ones in the streets of Chicago, flipping off the Trump Tower and hanging out at the Navy Pier. Catch me there. I'll be at a cabana with a whole bunch of beer. Yeah, that's fair. I don't like saying this, but yeah, as a big whole, our fan base sucks. But I don't think it's that much different than every other sports fan base. No, it's absolutely not. I'm not saying our fan base sucks. I'm just saying they don't suck. But it's annoying because I've seen NASCAR in the past few years. We've seen NASCAR go from this 550 package back to a big motor, small blade. Go to a big motor, small blade. We've seen them go from a stagnant schedule that we had the same damn tracks for 55 fucking years, it seemed like, to now we have the most diverse schedule in all of professional motorsports. We do. David Land said it. No matter how much he wants to fly under the radar about his negativity towards NASCAR, he said we had the most diverse schedule.
And we're still unhappy with it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Well,
compromise. You guys ever been in a relationship? Probably not. You have to compromise.
I mean, I don't even know how to answer this question because obviously I'm not the intended audience because I loved last year's schedule and I think this year's schedule has been great too. They ruined Atlanta, but other than that, it's been great. Obviously it's like all this talk about.
Well, Seth, Atlanta sucked. Now that we have new Atlanta sucked before.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. This turned into a big giant rant on me.
For what it's worth, the majority of the fan base did think Atlanta sucked beforehand. I don't know many people outside of us that were like really excited.
I know a lot of people that blame the package, that said Atlanta was a good track and they blamed the package, and now it was the other way around. No, it wasn't just you. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're getting off topic here.
Yeah. It's an off week show. We can get off topic a little.
I guess that's true. They also announced that they're going to return the Clash to LA, so I'm sure everybody's fucking
the race that nobody tuned in for is all of a sudden they're like clamoring for it again.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the thing. Nobody wants anything until they get it taken away, and then they're like, "But I love that." No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah. And yeah, exactly. I can't wait for Chicago to come and then it stick around for a couple years and, it then go away and everybody will be like, oh, I loved it. It was the greatest idea ever. And now you took it away. So,
I mean, I do genuinely hope because it looks like it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to do this. I do genuinely hope that it's awesome.
Dale Jr. made a good point. He said he hopes it's a short course. I think that would be good too. And I think that'd probably work out the best.
And keep the locals happier too.
Exactly. Yeah. You'd make everybody happy and it would probably be a better race. You don't need this big ass street course. Keep it short, keep the cars going by the fans a lot more often. It'll be a good time.
Yep.
So other than that, what else do you want to talk about?
How I'm going to join you at the crack of ass on Sunday in Nashville.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I was going to Nashville and I was going to have a nice trip at Nashville alone. Alone with
your mom.
With mom. And we were going to reminisce on we're going to go Tootsie's and have some beers and reminisce on Daniel Suarez's win last week and in peace and have a nice mother-son bonding time. And then Seth is like, hey guys, I'm coming too. So what?
I mean, you're leaving.
Why are you coming?
You're leaving Friday, aren't you? So you get like 2 whole days without me. Should be fine.
Yeah, I know, but then I got to dread it for those 2 days.
And then I'm not even going to sit.
You ruined my damn truck in Xfinity race, Seth.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, you're coming to Nashville.
I am.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's FOMO. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah. The same reason I was about 5 clicks away from booking a flight to LA 2 days before the Clash this year.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I've done that before where I'm like, nah, okay, I'm not gonna go. And then I don't go and I watch it on TV and it's just awesome. And I go, fuck.
Yeah. So
2020 was a big year for that.
Yeah. So yeah, you're coming to Nashville. You're flying in Sunday morning.
Yep. Leaving at 5 a.m. And by leaving, I mean the airport. I'm going to leave my house probably at like 2:00 in the morning.
Nice.
Which means
taking your 16-minute flight.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
The flight says that we're departing Charlotte. So it's Raleigh-Durham Airport, then to Charlotte Airport. And then the Charlotte to Nashville flight is apparently about 26 minutes long.
It's not.
It's not. About an hour.
It's an hour and 20. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. But the stupid thing said 7 to 7:26.
Why didn't you book a first class flight, dude? If it was $25 extra, dude, I would have been all over that.
I think it was like 50, but
oh, now it's 50. Now I'm giving you shit for it. It's more expensive. It was before we got on the air. It was 25 more.
I like sitting in the back of the plane. More turbulence.
Okay. Yeah. I would have been feet kicked back. I would have been hammered by the time I got off the plane at 8:00 in the morning. That would have been a great time. Great day to start 100-degree day. Oh my God, dude. That's going to be brutal.
That was half the reason it took me this long to decide whether or not I was going to go.
Let's check Nashville weather while we're here.
At least we can bring a fucking clear bag full of water. Yay.
Yeah. Kudos to Nashville for doing that.
Not kudos. Just let's bring our damn coolers in.
Yeah, stupid. I mean that they should. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second. It's going to be 91 on only 93 on Saturday and 96 on Sunday. So that's great. It'll be beautiful weather.
Why did I do this to myself?
Glad it's that is a huge problem. Nashville is not letting us bring coolers in for whatever reason. I don't quite understand that. I mean, I do understand it, but also it's stupid. They did. It was you first. I don't think you could bring anything in, and now, you can bring clear bag, and now you can bring in a clear bag or clear container. But you got to read between the lines here. A clear container that doesn't measure over a certain size, and you can bring unlimited water with ice packs.
And they're going to be.
What does that sound like?
What does that sound like? I don't know.
It sounds like a cooler.
It does sound like a cooler, but
it sounds awful like a cooler.
Clear coolers suck, though. So
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand this. Yeah. This is bullshit.
Yeah, it's like in 2020 when they did that, and then the idea was that they didn't have to look through your bag, but then they still look through your bag despite it being clear. It's not the same thing now. Well, I don't know. Is it? Why does it have to be clear? It's so
I don't
fucking
know.
Stupid. And I guarantee you they're going to tell you to open it up and look through it with their little stick. Like, I can almost guarantee it because they did that every other place.
I don't know. I don't quite understand it. It's going to be an absolute shit show either way. I mean, they ran out of water last year and they're still trying to pull this.
They're doing the refill thing like Atlanta had last year. So you can
stand in line for 3 hours to refill your water bottle.
I mean, I don't remember it being that bad at Atlanta, but
yeah, and that was also like it was full capacity, but there weren't that many people there. Did you even do that during the Cup race?
Did I do it during the Cup race?
I don't think you did.
Probably not. It wasn't terribly hot during the Cup race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was like nobody at that Xfinity race.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. We'll let you know how Nashville goes. I'm excited to go because I thought it was a good race last year. Yeah. And just Nashville in general seems like a cool town. I've never been there. We'll go to Tootsie's on probably Saturday night. I don't know.
You'll have to let me know what the hell an orchid bar is then.
An orchid bar. I'm hoping there's lots of flowers.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm hoping it has no beer there and it's just flowers. Apparently they got a Track House beer there, so probably.
I was about to say, if you already know there's a Track House beer, then there's probably beer.
Thank God. I was trying hard to sell that whole orchid thing, but yeah, I was hoping there was beer there.
A bar without beer would be like
a racetrack without coolers.
Yeah. We've unfortunately gotten more used to that in the past couple of years than we should have, but oh well.
Yeah. There was something else I was going to talk about regarding that, and I totally friggin' forgot. So that'll be fun. Friggin'. Yeah, that's it. That's been our off week. It was eventful. I was pissed off because nobody wants to go to Chicago with me. Everybody wants to bitch.
I mean, people probably will show up. So
People better show up, man. No, it fucking don't show up. No, nobody show up. I'll be the only one there. I'll have a good time. I don't need you people. I don't need none of y'all except for our 117 subscribers. I need y'all. Y'all can come. We'll have a good old time.
Well, hell, by then we're gonna have 17,000. So
I think you're optimistic there, bud. I'll be real with you.
what is the phrase? Shoot above where your actual goals are, and then when you underachieve, you'll still be appreciative of it or something. I don't think that's a saying. I don't
think that is. Yeah,
I think I just butchered an actual saying.
I thought the thing we were going by is half-ass work. That way, when you do good work, everybody's really impressed.
That's what I do at my actual job, but
you don't do that here.
No, I'm the only one here who actually does work.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyway, that's been the show. We'll see y'all in NASCARville. NASCARville, whatever they're calling it this weekend. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I'm sure.
There's no sundress and dumbass.
Well,
Fox
is the dumbass.
Sundress is
Helio Castroneves.
Hell no. Sundress is the Chicago, the Bean in Chicago.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Chicago.
Put this episode on the bitchin' scale. We're gonna put it at a Sears Tower.
A Sears Tower.
Well, it's called the Willis Tower now, but the Sears Tower.
I'm gonna put it at whatever the hell the Natural History Museum in Chicago is called. That place is pretty cool.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. I was
like,
dude, 8.
You gonna go to Chicago with me next year?
I mean, we'll see.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, man.
We're gonna have to cut something out, and we're already going to Daytona. So
nah, man. All right. So look, next year, fuck it, we got time. Let's talk. We got what? I'm going to LA.
Yeah.
Daytona 500. The 10 races that are close by to us. Plus Chicago and Phoenix pending Harvick retirement.
Yeah. Good luck getting me to most of those.
I mean,
I'm already supposed to go to Phoenix, and I've already said I'm going to Daytona. I don't think I can add any more of those in.
He says that.
I do. I didn't think I could add Nashville either, but
here you are.
Yeah, I'm still.
We got a free place to stay. We got a free place to stay in Chicago.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, exactly. Potentially a free place to stay in LA.
We will see.
Yeah.
The problem with LA is the fact that plane tickets are brutal.
No, they're not. We literally looked. They were the same prices everywhere else.
Gas is gonna be like $8 fucking dollars.
No, because everybody's gonna boycott like gas or some shit for 3 days in like the beginning of July, and the gas price is gonna go back down to 75 cents a gallon.
If it's 75 cents a gallon, we're driving to LA.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm excited for all that stuff. I'm excited that we're doing LA again. I'm excited to go to Chicago. Everybody, that was another thing. Everybody's talking about the city. Everybody like, oh, you're gonna get shot, whatever. IndyCar's been racing in Detroit for 150 years.
Belle Isle's not Detroit. It's not downtown Detroit. Anyway.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess it would probably. It's not going to be downtown Chicago.
I mean, it'll be closer to downtown Chicago than Belle Isle is to downtown Detroit. Now, IndyCar is going to downtown Detroit next year, so
exactly. They're going to downtown Detroit. You ever been to downtown Charlotte? It's like Detroit.
No, it's not. You've never been to downtown Detroit, then.
I guess I haven't.
We went to a baseball game. We went to a Tigers baseball game in Detroit.
Oh, that was your first mistake.
That part was fine. Around the stadium, it's fine. Like 2 blocks down, you're into the shit already.
Dude, south side of Indy ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah, Indy's one of those cities that looks like I don't want to say this, but shitty. It's like it looks shittier than I think it actually is.
I don't actually think I've been to Indianapolis. I think I've pretty much only been to Speedway.
Yeah, I mean,
we drove
by it, where we drove through it basically, but
yeah.
Indy, like the Indy city actually does.
I went through a sketchy alley in Miami when we went to Homestead.
I'm shocked that it's only one.
That's the only one I went down. I was scared.
Yeah.
To go down any others. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited, man. If I get shot at a NASCAR race, so be it. That's the way I want to go out is at a race. So
I mean that I should be able to use that as promotional material for the Big Motor Small Blade podcast. I can get Ryan on board.
Glad that's your first thought. Yeah.
You got to take every opportunity and make it work for yourself.
Yeah. Who's all going to Nashville this week? I'd love to see you guys. Well, hit me up on Instagram at the Buddy Pulley or on Twitter at the Buddy Pulley or any of the Big Motor Small Blade platforms. We'll all
on the Descript.
Well, yeah, we'll hang out and we'll pour water on each other to stay hydrated and yeah, like please everybody stay hydrated in Nashville. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, dude, and Chicago's gonna probably be a July 4th weekend race too.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be brutal too. Oh my God.
So when you ask me if I'm going to it and I'm on the fence and I end up saying no, that's probably more the reason than anything else.
Oh, you're a pussy.
I live in the heat. You don't understand heat until you've worked in a factory. Okay, I don't.
Guys, Seth has the hardest life of anyone.
I did not say that. World. I'm saying that
no one understands the life that Seth goes through. That's why he vapes. Vape Nash, bruh.
I could go to the Chicago street course race. It'd be 105 degrees. I could wear a fucking welding jacket and jeans, and I'd be in better shape.
Bitch about it the entire time.
But I'd be in a better spot than you would be. I can guarantee that.
I don't know. I'm a goddamn camel. You said it yourself. When have I ever bitched about it being hot at a racetrack? Never.
How long do you have?
Never.
Every fucking time.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit.
Bullshit.
No, not
that
bullshit.
That is bullshit.
You complain if it's hot. You complain if it's too cold. You complain if it's too good.
You are full of shit. You are full of shit, and you fucking know it.
It could be like the nicest weather, and you're just sitting there in your seat.
Fuck you. Don't give me that bullshit.
Too nice. It's too nice.
Yeah. You guys... you are doing our viewers and listeners a discredit. You think they're stupid. They don't see through your bullshit.
He doth protest too much, methinks.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but yeah. So join us in Chicago next year and in Nashville this weekend so you can listen to Seth bitch about how hot it is while he's wearing blue jeans and a long sleeve shirt. He's like, oh, why is it so hot? Oh, I wonder why.
Well, it would be hot whether I wore that or not, buddy.
Yeah. That's all right. That's really been the show. That's really been the show. Yeah. Yep. Don't forget to comment. Don't comment. It'll probably be bad. Like or dislike. Who cares?
Don't do that. Like it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Share it on Facebook or something.
Just subscribe. Like. That's it. Don't do anything else. Just subscribe.
Lick your screen.
Definitely don't do that. Just subscribe. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple. Eventually we'll do something worth a fuck. So look out for that. And I'm trying to think of a way to end the show. Oh, perfect. Go Vols.
All right.